Good morning, children. In our previous class, we were discussing the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Hope that you have revised that topic. Today, we are going to learn a very important reaction of metals, displacement reaction. After that, we will discuss the last topic of this chapter, uses of metals and non-metals.
Displacement reaction. A reaction in which more reactive metals displace less reactive metals from their compounds in aqueous solutions is called displacement reaction. Let us see an experiment to learn about displacement reaction. Take 500 ml case and add 20 ml of water in them. Label the B case as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Add 5 gram copper sulfate in beaker 1 and 2. 5 gram zinc sulfate in beaker 3 and 5 and 5 gram iron sulfate in beaker 4. Now add some iron nails in beaker 2 and 5. Copper turnings in beaker 3 and 4 and zinc granules in beaker 1. Then keep the beakers undisturbed for some time and observe carefully. You will observe that the color of copper sulfate solution changes in beakers 1 and 2, and on the other hand, no change is observed in beaker 3, 4 and 5. In beaker 1, zinc Zn replaces copper Cu from the copper sulfate solution to form zinc sulfate ZnSO4 and copper. Because of this, the blue color of copper sulfate disappears and a reddish brown substance, that is copper, gets deposited at the bottom of the beaker. Similarly, in beaker 2, iron replaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. Hence, the color of the solution changes from blue to green and a reddish brown substance gets deposited on the iron nail. From this experiment, we can conclude that a more reactive metal can replace a less reactive metal, but a less reactive metal cannot replace a more reactive metal. Here, copper is less reactive than zinc and iron. Uses of metals and non-metals. Let us begin with the metals first. Can you tell me the most important physical properties of metals? Yes. Luster, ductility, malleability, conduction of heat, and sonority. So, can we mention a few uses based on these properties? The fact that they are lustrous makes them useful for making jewelry. Yes, metals are lustrous, which means they generally shine. We can also make wires out of metals due to their ductile nature. And what happens when we beat a metal using heavy hammer? We don't have to worry. They are hard enough to not to break. Also, the fact that they are malleable can help them to form a thin sheet when they are hammered. And where do we use the property of conduction of heat? Yes, we can make kitchen utensils out of metals so that cooking becomes possible and convenient. Also, the bells used to convey messages in various forms are made out of metals due to their sonorous nature. Now, can we say that metals are used in almost every commodity that we use in daily life? Absolutely. So, are metals more important than non-metals? Not really. Even non-metals play a major role in our daily lives. Just imagine that if we had no oxygen in the air, there will be no life. Not only this, but several important processes like purification of water and synthesis of important chemicals employ many non-metals. Many fertilizers and even pesticides are made out of non-metals. Non-metals have an extremely important use in medicine as well. Do you know the purple color solution that is applied on wounds? Yes, that antiseptic solution contains iodine, which has germicidal properties. So, metals and non-metals both play an extremely important role in making our life better in their own different ways.